Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back. It's been a while since I made a video last, so let's just jump right in to see what we have today. And today, we're gonna have the EVDANCE Level 1 and 2 portable electric vehicle charger for Teslas. So let's open the box and let's see what we have going on in here. So EVDANCE was nice enough to send this over to me to give you my honest opinion on what they have sent over. And comes in a nice little case here, as you can see that. The box actually has a lot of information on what you have in the box here. So you're gonna have the charger, storage bag, which you just saw, the 515 NEMA or the NEMA 515 adapter. I'll tell you why we got that in a second. In the back it says 16 amps, I guess 3.84 kilowatts and 25 feet, which is gonna be the cable. And then it's IP66. All right, so let's see if there's anything else in this box. Nope, nothing. And it says non-OEM replacement for Tesla. So let's get this box out of the way. Let's see what we have in this case. All right, so let's pull this out. Nice thick cable you have here. Instruction manual here. And then you have your adapter here. This is the 5-15. I don't know how you would exactly say it, but the NEMA 515 adapter here. And the charger itself, without the adapter, this end here is a 16-20 NEMA plug. So what would happen here is you get this end, obviously, and then just plug it right in. And now this end plugs right into any common household plug. And this is why I got this, because the one plug that I have outside of my driveway is this style plug. I don't have, one of the more heavier duty plugs like a 1620 or a 1450, I believe it is, which is the most heavy duty plug that you can get, I believe. At least that's what most of the higher end EV chargers support, which is that 1450. I believe, and we'll kind of go into it, but the Tesla mobile connector, their highest one that they have is a 14-50. All right, finally got the covering that we had on here. So this is the actual charger. I don't even know what you call this here, but the actual, I guess, brains maybe of this operation here. And this is what plugs into your wall. And then here you'll see whatever the status is of your charger, it's gonna be displayed right here. So I believe it says here, actually, if it's flashing green, it's charging. If it's flashing blue, EV is connected. So similar to the Tesla Now that you'll see on the actual car. If it's solid green, it's fully charged. If it's solid blue, it's standing by. And then you'll have red if there's a general fault, and that's if it's solid, and then you'll have flashing red, and that's a ground fault. Because you get the 5-15 NEMA plug adapter and the 620 plug here, you have a charger that supports both level 1 charging and level 2. So that's kind of nice. And then in a second, we'll talk about the charging speeds that you get with both of those. But there's a charger. This is what goes into the car. So you're gonna have your NACS plug. Here you go. Exactly what Here's exactly what the Tesla one looks like. But here you'll see EVDANCE instead. So you plug this right into your car. This particular charger pushes up to 16 amps of power. So you don't get the fastest of speeds with like a 14-50. All right, so let's talk charging speeds. So with the NEMA 5-15, which is here, the normal household plug, you're gonna get up to 5 miles of range per hour with this one here. With the one that's attached to the actual charger itself, the 1620, With this one, you're gonna get up to 12 miles per hour here. And for comparison, when you get the mobile connector from Tesla and you're using their 14-50, you're gonna get up to 30 miles per hour on that one. And if you compare that to the Tesla wall connector, you're gonna get 44 miles or up to 44 miles of range per hour. And again, that all depends on what type of car you have. So I would assume it's the same for this one here. It doesn't really tell you if, the Model 3, the Model Y, the Model X, or S all take different amounts, but that's how the ones from Tesla are. Based on the model, you might get more juice than others. EVDANCE doesn't let you know what those are. So I'm gonna say up to 5 miles per hour with this one, up to 12 miles per hour per this one. There's a 1-year warranty on the charger itself from the date of purchase. Customer service 24/7 support is available and shipping is free. So that's actually pretty nice and it's pretty fast. I think between 48 to 72 hours, they ship this out to you. So now let's talk circuit breaker requirements. So with the 5-15, you're gonna need a 15 amp circuit breaker. With the 16-20, you're gonna need a 20 amp circuit breaker. I think I said this already before, but if I haven't, the power output of this is gonna be 3.84 kilowatts of power. I wanna touch on the plug types. And sorry if you hear my dishwasher, it is currently running almost at the end of its cycle, but let's go right back into the plug types because you have NEMA 5-15, NEMA-620, NEMA 14-50, and so many others in between that it's confusing as to what all that kind of means. So I'm just gonna compare the 3 that we are using, or the 2 that we're using, and I'm gonna add the 14-15. So with this one here, it's your everyday outlet. Think of this one as slow charging. Think of it like drinking from a straw, right? Then you have this one here. So it's gonna be larger, so you can tell the difference there in the actual cable. And this one here is gonna be 240 volts. This one's 120 volts. So this is more for heavier appliances. So think of this like if you were to fill up a bathtub, filling it through the straw. This is like a garden hose. And then when you have, or you're talking about that 14-50, that's the fastest, right? So that's gonna be the big 4-prong outlet that powers ovens, RVs, so just the fastest. Think of that as water coming through a fire hydrant. So that's the 3 plugs that we're talking about: 5-15, 6-20, and then lastly that 14-50, which is the bigger one. The highest I believe you can get for a plug for EV charging, and that gives you level 2, and that's gonna give you the most range per hour. This cable is gonna be 25 feet and it is IP66 rated for indoor and outdoor use. So it is waterproof and dustproof, which is really nice. The operating temperature for this thing is going to be -22 Fahrenheit all the way up to 122 degrees Fahrenheit. So pretty big and wide operating range. You don't have to worry about it freezing or it overheating. Well, you could, but at least you have up to 122 degrees Fahrenheit. The nicest thing about this is that it's portable, right? So when I got the Model 3, I didn't buy the mobile connector. We do have one in the Model Y. So it is nice to have this in the car, even though I may not use it all the time at my house since we do have a wall connector, but this is nice to take, literally put in a bag, put it in the trunk under that extra storage space that's under the trunk, I guess we can call it, and just forget about it, leave it in there for when you need it, if you ever need it. So this charger here is great for backup or basic use. However, EVDANCE does also offer a more powerful charger, and that one there is their Flux Level 2 NEMA 14-50 charger. And that one there has that 14-50 plug that you would either have to get somebody to come out and install, or if you already have one, take advantage of that, because that one there is going to give you 30 miles of range per hour as Wi-Fi connectivity, so you can use your phone to monitor the charging and the state of the charger in your car. You can probably set schedules on there as well. That one actually has a nice little screen here, so you can see the stats of the charging and the status of the charging right here, which is kind of nice. And that charger there will be the most direct comparison to an actual wall connector, not the mobile connector that Tesla has. With the EVDANCE charger, you'll be able to get, like I said, up to 30 miles of range. With the wall connector, that's the one that's on your wall itself. That one there you can get up to 44 miles of range. But keep in mind, that one there you need, unless you know how to do it, an electrician to come out and hardwire it to your electrical panel. They both offer Wi-Fi connectivity, so you can monitor via your app. They both offer weatherproofing, and the one from EVDANCE has that screen on the actual charger itself. The wall connector does have, a little visual there, but not as much information as you'll get from the EVDANCE one. And the main difference is going to be that portability. You can take your charger anywhere and everywhere you go. I mean, you only can take advantage of it if you have a 14-50 plug wherever you are, an outlet wherever you are, as opposed to the wall connector that is hardwired. You can't move that, that stays where it is. So let's do a quick comparison of the EVDANCE level 1 and 2 charger, which I have here, and then the Tesla mobile connector. That's the one you can take with you. It comes in a little bag. So this one here is gonna be priced at $130. At least right now, it's on sale for $130. The mobile connector is $300. Voltage levels, this one is 110 and 240 for the EVDANCE one, and then you have 120 and 240 for the Tesla mobile connector. The cords, this one's gonna be 25. The one from Tesla is gonna be 20. With the one from EVDANCE, at least the one that I got, you get the 5-15 and the 620. With the mobile connector from Tesla, you're gonna get the 5-15 as well, but a 14-50 as the plug that is built into the charger itself. So that one there, you go extreme straight power right there, which, what is it, 30 miles an hour, I believe, at most up to. But Tesla does also sell different adapters, and I believe they have like a little kit that has a bunch of different adapters for, I don't know, 150, 275, I forget how much it is. I'll put that price right here as well. So that way you have every adapter imaginable to carry with you, and you probably get third-party ones for much cheaper than what Tesla sells theirs for. We already talked about the range, or the charging rates, I should say, not the range. We already talked about the charging rates of each one of these. This one's gonna give you 5 miles an hour. With the Tesla mobile connector at the same plug, it says 3 miles per hour. With the 620, which is here, which is right here, you're gonna get 12 miles per hour, up to 12 miles per hour, and then with the 14-50 plug that comes on the mobile connector, you get up to 30 miles per hour there. Finally, my dishwasher is done, so we don't have to hear that anymore. Sorry about that. So let's take this outside, plug it in, and see how it works. It should be easy. Plug and play. All right, so let's get this set up. We have our bag. Let's see how easy it is. Get the charger out. Get the adapter out. Plug this in. Oh, sorry about the wind. I didn't put the little cat on a dead cat on there. Put that there. So take this off. Right here, there's another one over here, which is nice to keep your cables nice and tidy. Here's the plug right in here. And just like that. And I want to show you the color on this charging. It's hard to tell, so let's get in front of it here. As you can see, in blue, which means standby. So let's plug this right in. There we go. So we're gonna have blue, went from blue to green, which means it's charging. And we're gonna go to see what it looks like over here. Let me get out of the... So it's giving me a red, now it's giving me a green. It looks like it's charging, right? So in the back of it, it'll give you a quick eye to what's what. So if it's flashing, it's charging. If it's solid, it's fully charged. Right now it's like this. That means that it's charging because it's flashing green, which is what we want. Let me go into the app. Or let's actually go in the car. It's gonna be so hot in there. Let's go see what the charging level is at. All right, so currently we're at 49% charge. It says charging will stop at 4:15 because that's just the charging schedule that I have set. Right now it's charging 1 kilowatt per hour, 12 watts or 12 amps. So you see all the stats right here. So for fun, let's see how much juice I get in an hour. So at 3:37 or so, we'll check it again. Right now we're at 49%. We'll see how much you get plugged in to just a normal household outlet in 1 hour. You can see here it says the current charge current at this location is set to 12 amps because that is what you can get max out of this, because you can't go any more here. You can go lower if you want to. So we'll see how much we get in the next hour. So 49% equals to 162 miles. And yeah, let's check it out. So we are still plugged in. It's 3:41 now. It's 2:37, so it's a little bit over an hour since we first plugged the car in. And let's see, we're at 51%. We had 49%. Let's see what that translates into. So 167. I believe we had 162 was the mileage that it gave us an hour ago. So that is 5 miles. So that's exactly what it said it was going to give us. 5 miles an hour, and that is what we got. So true to what it said, 5 miles every hour is where you're gonna get. Not any world-beating number. However, if it's an emergency or you need some backup and you want some peace of mind, at least you have this where you can plug it into an ordinary household outlet, a 3-prong outlet that is, and be able to get some juice for your car. We just got 168, so not terrible. Give you 5-10 miles every 2 hours, 15, 3 hours. Granted, this is not the best solution if you want to be effective, but in a pinch this is quite perfect actually. A couple of things that you have to kind of take into consideration, just a couple of reminders as well. So make sure whatever outlet you want to use is compatible with whatever it is that you're going to buy. So I knew that I didn't have a 14-50 outside. I knew that I have a 5-15 outside. So this is why I got this one. If you want to have somebody come out and put a different plug outside or wherever it is that you're going to charge your car, maybe in your garage, either do it yourself, or like I said, get somebody to come out before you buy it. So now when you get it, you're like, I don't have this plug. How am I gonna use this, right? Keep in mind that charging speeds are gonna vary based on weather, based on your home wiring and your car model. And not just that, so you have the Model 3, now they have the standard, right? Then you have your all-wheel drive long range and then the performance. So they each can take different variations of power coming in. So they'll charge at different speeds, and all the cars have a different amount of power that they can take at a single time. So who is this for? I think this is for Tesla owners who are looking for a good backup option, whether for an emergency or when they're traveling, at a super affordable price. This setup right here is not gonna get you the fastest charging speeds. If you want that, either get the EVDANCE 14-50 charger or the mobile connector from Tesla, or if you want the most for your home charging needs, then you would get that wall connector from Tesla, hardwired onto your wall. Never goes anywhere, but you get up to 44 miles per hour of range with that one there. Let me know which of the 3 different charging options you would consider, or which one you have currently at home. And if you've liked this video, give it a nice thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, let me know. Any comments, questions, suggestions, anything at all, put them down in the description. Always say description, the comment section down below. The links to this will be in the description below for you to buy your own. And like always, keep on living a modern lifestyle through technology. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.